So joining us now is News4JAX political analyst Jennifer Carroll. Good morning to
you.
Morning. Thanks for being here. Appreciate it. Didn't see a whole lot of what Pence had to say last night. So for those who didn't stay up late, he specifically mentioned how, in this order, in fact, that he's a Christian, a conservative, and a Republican in that order, and referring again to Hillary Clinton as Secretary Status Quo. How does he help Trump? I know that he's setting the stage for the next couple of months, certainly. He's this sort of nice, mild-mannered guy, and I don't know that anybody would use those two words to describe Donald Trump.
Well, I think last night he showed that he has a fiery side of him, and he can deliver a message. His main job is to defend Donald Trump in this campaign and to bring over the conservative voters that Donald Trump was unable to secure. I think, and we'll talk about this a little bit, Ted Cruz's response last night may have solidified that a little bit.
So really, and going back to Ted Cruz, and we heard a little bit about it from Diane Gallagher, but what people didn't see on TV, and from what we're hearing from CNN, is that, you know, Ted Cruz's wife, Heidi, had to be escorted off the floor because hecklers were booing so much, yelling Goldman Sachs, which is where she works. Apparently, there was even a delegate who had to be restrained from physically attacking Cruz. Now, we know that he's setting his sights on a 2020 bid. Did this hurt or help him, and did it help Donald Trump?
I think it helped Donald Trump, and Donald Trump's folks knew what Ted Cruz was going to say, but for Ted Cruz, for those Cruz supporters or those people that were middle of the road and potentially could support him in the next election bid, next presidential election bid, may have paused at this time to see that he may not be the person that they thought he was. He may not be that statesman that they thought he was. He may not be that unifier as they thought he was. So that hurt him, I believe, last night for future national campaigns that he may seek.
Now, going into certainly tonight, and of course, again, typically what we have seen with RNCs is that the GOP nominee does not actually appear. But as we know, Donald Trump is anything but typical when it comes to following the status quo. So we are going to see, obviously, hear from him tonight. What are you expecting? Do you think there will be another jab, particularly at Ted Cruz, and he'll sort of try to capitalize that on his speech, or he's just looking forward and not back?
I think he's looking forward because Donald Trump's tweet this morning said it was okay.
Right. No big deal.
No big deal. Exactly.
Sure.
But one thing that worked for Donald Trump this week was his family. People saw his children, and usually a parent is judged by how your children present themselves, and I think that was a positive for Donald Trump. But he appeared every day this week. Normally, the candidate does not
by video or in person.
Exactly. So I think he did himself well to show up every night. Even for Pence last night, he came and showed his gratitude and support for the message that was delivered.
Thumbs up, shaking his hand certainly on stage.
Yes.
All right, let's switch now to Hillary Clinton. We've started to hear that there are maybe two possible vice presidential candidates that kind of are at the top of the list in particular. Very briefly, let's talk a little bit about Senator Tim Kaine. He's from Vermont. What are your thoughts on him? How could he help her?
He could help her a lot because of the coal country in Vermont,
right.
And looking at her negatives there, particularly her stance with regards to closing the coal mines, and she needs those voters in the Northeastern, so that could help her. And he's been a senator, he was a governor, he was a mayor, so he has a lot of depth to what he brings to the ticket as far as contacts along the way.
And Agriculture Secretary Tom Vilsack?
Yeah, I think all the picks thus far that she's had in mind, from Cory Booker to even our Admiral here locally, I think all of her picks has been pretty solid that will help fill the void for her deficits that she brings.
And we'll certainly find out either Friday or Saturday announcements somewhere either in Tampa or Miami. Thank you very much for being here, Jennifer. I know that we'll see you here tomorrow as well.